We're back with Marty Biron and Frankie Corrado. So, guys, a couple of Canadian teams near the top of the West and a couple, well, lurking outside the playoff picture. Frankie, which Western Canadian team do you think has the best shot of winning the conference?
The Winnipeg Jets, and a few reasons why, Sarah. The first reason, I think the path in the Central Division is going to be a little easier for the Jets than it would be for the Canucks, having to go through LA and Vegas. But even watching the Jets play a lot this season, they can really bore you to death in a game. They're very strong defensively, and it just seems like they have the makings of a team that has changed the culture and the way they do things, led by Rick Bowness. They're getting great performances from all their star players. They're a deeper team than they ever have been with the Pierre-Luc Dubois trade, bringing in Iafallo and Gabe Vilardi. So there's a lot to like for the Winnipeg Jets right now. And as the season goes on, they have to learn from the mistakes they made last year in the second half of the season that saw them barely crawl into the playoffs.
Yep. Frankie, I like the Jets also, but my team is the Vancouver Canucks. Now, I know that when you look at the advanced numbers, they're outperforming their expectations offensively and defensively this year. But they have who I consider the best goalie in the National Hockey League right now in Thatcher Demko. They have the second best goal scorer in the National Hockey League in Brock Besser. One of the best playmaker, Nelias Pettersson. I didn't even mention Quinn Hughes right now, who is top 5 in scoring in the NHL. So when I look at their individuals that they have with the Vancouver Canucks, their change in their system and their culture from last season to this season, I'm saying the Vancouver Canucks are the team that have the better chance to win the Western Conference.
Okay, now I've got to throw this out there because we've all watched the Oilers go up and down this season, but given their explosiveness and talent, of course, did either of you give any thought to picking them?
Not really. I think it would be disrespectful to the Canucks and the Jets, who have been so good and so hard to play against this season, to consider the Edmonton Oilers over them. The Edmonton Oilers, why they have all that star power and the ability to fill the net, they're not nearly as hard to play against as the Jets and Canucks.
Yeah, and I've got to look in the crease, right? I have Thatcher Demko, Connor Hellebuck, and then I'm going to look at Stuart Skinner. No disrespect to Stuart Skinner. He's an NHL goaltender, but his inconsistencies last season and this season don't match up with the other two teams netminder.
Well, you must be paying attention to the numbers, too, because they tell the story with the Canucks and Jets. They rank first and third in goal differential in the entire league. Guys, thanks so much for this.